Welcome. Hashtag TheVERSASHOW is part of an entertainment podcast that exercises our freedom of speech. Our conversations, opinions, debate on a certain topic is not to offend anyone in any source. For that being said, enjoy the show. Yo, what's happening, ladies and gentlemen? What is happening? And welcome to another special edition here on Hashtag TheVERSASHOW. And of course, I am your host, the one that you vote. You already know, The Versa. And I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for viewing another amazing episode here on Hashtag TheVERSASHOW. And of course, if you already know about the show, you just gotta do these three things. You gotta make sure that you like, subscribe, and you press that bell at the same time. And also too, if you're new to this show, you make sure you do those three things as well. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much. The viewership is going up. There's a lot of, things that I have to really talk to, a lot of certain connections to get some viewers to go up and some subscribers to go up, and it's working. And I thank you so much, and I thank God for it, and I thank the viewers as well. I thank you guys so much for being like a fan of this show and whatnot. So I guess what I'm doing is a big blessing, you know what I'm saying? And once again, we're gonna get into the show, because once again, about me, I like to talk about motivational things. So we will get into some motivational speech for you guys, because one of my homies at the job saying that he's going through some mental stuff right now. So hopefully I could just get to some advice for him, and if he's ever watching or listening. And this goes out to anybody that's watching, that's listening to this podcast, to the best podcast. So just stick around for it as well. And just a little bit of sports talk, because you know me, when it's just the Versa, I'm not here just to talk to you guys to death. I'm just here to give you guys a nice good words of wisdom, and hopefully just to get your mind out the gutter and just get into some positive and some good straight entertainment. You feel me what I'm saying? Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get to it. So my boy at the job, right, I asked him, I was like, yo, my brother, how's everything going? Everything is good? And what's amazing was, some people, they would be like, oh, no, yeah, I'm all right. I'm cool. Everything is good. When deep down, really, there is something going on. Something's wrong. But he went forth about it. He told me, he was like, yo, man, listen, it's, right now, it's just really tough, and things are just going really different and whatnot. So, but he's feeling sad and depressed and whatnot. And I told him, I was like, listen, look, bro, that's okay. In a sense of, it's not okay to be depressed and sad and whatnot. What I'm saying that, that's okay in a sense of whatever that he's going through in his situation, you got to say, you know what? That's okay, because it's not going to bother me today, and it's not going to bother me tomorrow. It's not going to bother me next week, next month, next year. It's not going to bother me at all. That's okay. But because he was rushing to go downstairs to change and go upstairs to clock in and whatnot. So, but if he ever's listening, and this goes out to you guys as well too, that's listening as well, that if you guys going through a situation, in your household or outside the job or relationships and whatnot, you got to strengthen your mindset. Got to really strengthen that mindset. Seriously. One thing that I learned, man, is that as the older that you get, it's going to get tough. It's going to get rough. It's going to get really difficult. And of course, as we are just as kids, we go out to the playground, we have fun, we go to play dates with our friends and stuff like that and whatnot, but we do not actually know the real part of reality as we grow older and older and older, from like, you know, college and then high school, and then you go from, you know, to your career, and then things just get challenging each and every single step. And that's where you got to train your mindset to make sure that nothing is going to destroy you. You have other people that can't handle the stress, they can't handle the anger, and they will lash it out on you. They would just go out on rage on you. Now, your mindset might be like, what's going on with this person? What's wrong with this person? Is this person okay? And you got to ask yourself, really, it's like, you know, hey, being around this person, is it really healthy? You know? But if I had to tell him face to face, if I had time to really talk to him, my words would be like, listen, my brother. And actually, matter of fact, I'm merging on to what I kind of told him before he went downstairs. I was like, listen, you got to stay focused. Stay focused on what you are trying to do to your life. And I hope it's positive. And if it is positive, everything around you is going to distract you. It's going to distract you to the most high, to the point where it's going to tell you to give up. Now, one thing I really wanted to tell him, and this is just straight up, okay? And I'm just being real, ladies and gentlemen. But life does not give a shit about you. That is the truth. Life doesn't care if you're trying to kill yourself. Life doesn't care if you're trying to jump off a bridge. Life doesn't care if you're trying to drink yourself to death. Life doesn't fucking care. The only thing that you got to care is what you put inside your life. What is so meaningful in your life? Because I'm telling you the truth, life itself doesn't care about you personally. You have to care about life. I mean, listen, if I had to go deeper to the core about life, you could feel like, you know what, it's over for me. You can have that mindset. And we all know there's people that we know, and including celebrities, that have that mindset of self-destruction, which is the worst way to go. The most worst way to go. I'd rather, if a girl break up with you and you feel so down and depressed, I'll be like, my man, first of all, go to the gym. If not, go draw something, go paint something, go take a picture of something, go outside and enjoy life, go take a walk in the park, enjoy nature, get your mind off of that. But going straight to the core, right? Let's say you just want to call it quits, right? And this is how life doesn't give a shit about you. Let's say you want to call it quits. You have the obligation to do whatever the fuck it is that you want to do with your life. And you could just end it. Imagine life would have just came in and said, no, stop. You got a purpose here in your life, and you got to accomplish your purpose. Don't do it. Do not do it. Please think about it. I wish life could be like that itself, but guess what? It is not, ladies and gentlemen. The decision that you make in life, what you put inside your mindset, is how you perceive life itself. And in order for that, you got to train your mindset. A lot of things is going to bother you. You just got to let it go. there's going to be a lot of negative people because they're not strongly mindset enough to say, hey, this is a friend or this is a human being that has feelings, has emotions just like I do. So I should treat that person with respect the way that I should be treated. Some people doesn't walk around with that. They don't. So what you do, you just stay silent, stay focused, and move forward. Don't let any sadness, depression, anxiety, or if it's something major, my thing is, pray to God, leave it in God's hand, and watch you do your step. You got to move when God tells you to move. You don't move when you say, I'm gonna move when I'm ready to move. No, you move when God tells you to move. So when there's a situation that you need to handle and you know for a fact that it's urgent, handle that. Handle it. Don't just wait and sit on it. Handle it. Now, don't let any negativity destroy you because it ain't worth it. Trust me. It's just going to beat you down to the ground. Trust me. Life will beat you to your knees and until it tells you to give up. But you got to look at life itself and you got to tell life, no, I ain't giving up. I have air in my lungs for me to breathe. I have a purpose here in this life for me to work on any craft that I'm here to do. And even though it's going to take patience, I'm going to do it and I'm going to get there. But you make sure for a fact that anything that's around you that is distracting you, have the mindset on just letting it go. Let it go. Oh, this person yelling, screaming at me. You know what? Whatever. I got this right here that I'm working on. I got this business right here that I'm going after. I got this money right here that I'm chasing. This person right here, he is showing me his standard. He's lowering himself to me. I'm a high standard. I ain't got time for that. My time is here. This is my time. And you got to keep that mindset. And as much as they want to keep poking you, if you focus on the task, trust me, you will accomplish that task. Believe me. And I'm not referencing myself because there was times where I had a vision in my head and I didn't even have none of this. And I'm saying to myself, will I ever get to this point? Will I ever see my vision into reality? Will I ever see it into reality? And like I said, once I had the opportunity, I went for it. And I had other distractions while I was going through the process. To the point where I had guys that wanted to fight me at the job. And I had to let them know, yo, think about what you're saying. Think about what you're doing. If you want to fight me, then go ahead. Throw the first punch. There's cameras all around, homie. Because I might defend myself when it comes to the first, second shot. Then I'm going to defend myself. But I'm going to let the officers know that, look, if I got to go down in handcuffs too for defending myself, and I'm going to fight this case because this idiot right here want to act stupid while I'm over here trying to kick knowledge to him like, yo, bro, relax, calm down. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he had some few drinks before he came to the garage. I don't know. But all I know is that he came in on a bad day. Well, it was a bad night, really, at the wrong time. And for me, I was looking at his chess, not checkers. Because I wasn't going to, hit him, which I really, 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 really wanted to. But then I thought about it. Yo, this homie right here ain't worth the case. Seriously. Then I started thinking about the process. if I hit this guy, which he was with his girl at the time, but if I would have knocked his ass out, then she would have called the cops, or it would have been on video, and then the cops would have came and arrested me. Then I would have been in handcuffs, and I would have been booked into the precinct, and I gotta wait, and I gotta go see a judge, and then, you know, who knows what, you know, my sentence would be, you know, not gonna be years, or who knows what it could be a misdemeanor, who knows. But the whole thing is that the process. But once all that was gone, once he got to his BMW and left and whatnot, and I called the cops because he still kept going and going. So I was like, you know what? I got to ease the tension. I got to ease this storm, because this guy is not easing his storm. Even if the car was up, he still would have been at the booth. Bomb, 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 bomb. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna call one time on this motherfucker, because I got to get back to my business, get back to my money. This dude is distracting me. So you know what? Since I'm paying my taxes on these motherfuckers, I might as well just give them a call so they can handle my light work, so I can get back to my business. And he was gone. Cops came and stuff. They said, put a picture up, you know, on you know, where we have the cameras and stuff, post it up and tell him that he's no longer allowed back in his garage. I didn't do that. I didn't tell my manager. I could have, but I didn't. Because guess what? I saw him about the next week. The week after, I saw him again. But you know what? Guess what? There was no fire this time. He wasn't all thrilled and all excited and shit like that. Nope. He was calm and cool and collective. I felt like at the moment that God was there, because he knew at the first incident it could have went bad. But God knew that no. I got to protect my investment right here. I got to protect this guy right here, because he got something going. And then once he make the payment, which he didn't even know how to use a fucking credit card, fucking chip, and it's like he's over here looking at the motherfucking credit card like, you know, what's the deal? And I'm like, bro, use the fucking chip. His girl over here telling him use the chip. Like, see, and once again, maybe something's mentally wrong with him. Maybe he has trauma from his friends and family going through fights and yelling and screaming. Maybe he doesn't know how to handle a situation properly. But you know what? That day, he knew how to handle a situation correctly, because it was literally probably like the first moment was like 20 minutes of arguing back and forth. The second moment, I'll say it was like 5 minutes, maybe 4 minutes. God was around. His spirit was around. No anger, no pain. Leave it at ease. Take that pain and anger, screaming at the water as it flows, and watch you feel better, and watch the water continue to flow. So my thing with people mindset, if you're going through trauma, if you're going through any sorts of drama, anything, focus. Have respect for people. If somebody throws you off, stay back on track. Who are they to throw you off your track? That's your track. Don't let them take you off your track to get you sideswiped. Let them know to stay in their lane, and you stay in yours. Ride out to the sunset in peace and continue to focus on your dream. So keep that in mind, y'all. Keep a strong mentality. And if you're going through a relationship as well too with a female and she's fucking your shit up, let her go. Let her go. I know a lot of homegirls that show me messages and DMs of guys that's like, oh, you know, hey, I messed up, I fucked up, we should talk again, this and that. Listen, if they are not meant for you in your life, if they are trying to take you down instead of elevating you, let them go. There's somebody out there that is better for you, that can continue your journey and to see your journey as it grows. Let them go if they're bringing you negativity. One thing I learned is never burn bridges that you need to cross one day. So keep a strong mindset, please. Now, not too long about sports talk, really. Sports talks, not too much of a conversation, really. Trust me, it's not even going to be that long, believe me, because it's just about LeBron James just scoring 40,000 points. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. LeBron James scored 40,000 points. He's the first NBA player to score 40,000 points. I mean, that will be obvious. The man been in the NBA for 21 years. Excuse me, let me use sports term, 21 seasons. So, and to me, it was obvious. And now, the one thing I'll say about with LeBron is 21 seasons, and this guy is playing with kids, and he is still going past these kids. Like, yo, I think I'm still 18 right now. It's amazing, man, from LeBron James. God bless him. And then he spends $1 million on his body versus Russell Wilson spends $1 million, and which is good. That's great because, they get a nice, good, long-lasting career, and they still play like they're young. And it's like even The Rock. I think what's The Rock? Oh man, I don't want to get his age wrong, but I know he's somewhere in his 40s. I'll say, I guess in his 40s, but still 40s in wrestling, like still kicking ass and taking names. Go ahead, man. Even like AJ Styles and LA Knight and CM Punk and Sting that just retired too. Congrats, Sting. Thank you, Sting. So to all the wrestling fans, excuse me, he just retired. But my whole point is that guys that's in their 35s and 40s and 45s and 50s and 55s and at the 80s and 90s, that was the age where people be like, nah, you too old, like you should retire. Like you could be like 36 years old and they'd be like, yeah, it's time for you to call it quits. You old, you're done, you're finished. But it's obvious, the technology that we have now with medical basis and athletes, proteins and machines where we work out and whatnot has elevated, has improved. So, if you ask yourself, if LeBron James was playing in the 80s and 90s, would he be playing 21 years or would he be playing like 14 seasons or like 15 seasons? Because 2003 up to now, pretty dope, LeBron. Pretty dope, man. Still young. And his son, Bronny, he's going to be coming into the NBA sooner or later. And LeBron saying, well, as he told the press, was that he was going to wait to retire until his son gets into the NBA. So, that'd be kind of cool, to see a son and a father, especially. Let's see if they play on the same team. That'd be kind of cool. And I know LeBron would definitely be trying to get his 5th championship if he has a son, so he'd get his first. I know LeBron would play his ass off. Even if LeBron got to spend $200 million on his body to get his son a championship, I think he would do it. I think LeBron would 100% would do it. But yeah, man. But congratulations to LeBron. You know what I'm saying? 40,000 points. So congrats, man. First ballot Hall of Fame. Who else on that list that's going to catch up to LeBron James high scoring list? So let's see what happens. To me, man, you know what's so funny? I was watching the 1997 finals, the Jazz versus the Bulls, right? And I'm saying to myself, no disrespect to Karl Malone. Karl Malone is a great basketball player, but I really had to ask myself, how did this guy, before LeBron James became number one, but how did this guy, Karl Malone, was the second all-time leading scorer in the NBA, but this guy missed more free throws than, he missed class. You know what I'm saying? Like, but okay. But Kareem was a good free thrower, but Karl Malone wasn't a pretty good free thrower. So I'm like, okay, so how's it hey, but anyway, he's number 3. So I don't know. One of you sports analysts, you guys explain that to me, please. How did he become number 2 before LeBron James became number 1 in the all-time scoring player? How did Karl Malone became number 2 if he was missing all these free throws? Beats me. But anyway, congrats to LeBron. I'm going to wrap this show up, ladies and gentlemen. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Versus final word. Versus final word is real simple and real easy. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it goes right back to what I was saying to your mental health. Get it correct. I've been saying on this show many, many, many times. Hell, again, if you are a therapist, a mental health specialist, I would love for you to come here on #TheVersasHow. It could be a phone call. It could be in person. Even if you DM me on my Instagram, or comment on my YouTube episodes or whatever, just to get on the show so we could continue to help these people to get back on mental health. And, and I even thought about the people that in prison as well. When I be walking in the streets and I be seeing these homeless people and they be acting all different and whatnot. Yes, they taking drugs and other substance and whatnot, but my thought first and foremost is their mental health. How did their mental health get here? Who's giving them help? So anybody that's listening to #TheVersasHow or any sorts of mental health podcast, continue to listen to it, find motivation, find support for yourself, strengthen yourself, become great by yourself, and then watch when other greats around you start to make you who you're supposed to be. And that is a respect of legendary. And I'm just going to leave it as that. I think that was pretty smooth. Oh, and by the way, hold up. Before I even end #TheVersasHow, I am so happy. I'm so excited. And I'm so thrilled, so thrilled because I finally got another photo shoot once again. And this is dope. Shout out to Mike Hansen and Andrew Kim. Those are my guys right there. And Yanni Levy. Shout out to him as well, too. That's my guy as well. Those great photographers. So March 13th, I got a photo shoot. And, Mike has these amazing photographers. He's setting up a class. He's going to have a lot of people, a lot of people going to take photo shoots on me. And I don't know how many outfits I got to bring. But all I know is that the day before I'm going to be set, I'm going to have the outfit set. And my body's sore too because I'm actually working out for this photo shoot. And on top of that, I'm eating healthy again. So, I'm trying to eat the grilled chickens and the steaks and the salads. I went to the Japan place. Hold up. Before I end the show, I went to the Japan place and I got I think called the bento box. If I'm saying it right, the bento box. Y'all probably over here saying, no, it's called something different. Well, I'm calling it the bento box. But anyway, man, worth it. 100% worth it. So back to the, and I'm going to stick to the whole healthy tips, the sushi and the salads, the spinach. I even got this pasta salad. Some of you guys might know the Caesar pasta salad is very good. And of course, my vegetable grilled chickens. I have mushroom, onions, peppers, spinach, oh man. And tomatoes too, cooked up tomatoes. Man, I'm just trying to get right. You feel what I'm saying? Trying to get this mental right, trying to get this body right. And I hope you guys do the same thing as well. So thank you guys very much. You feel what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, and that was #TheVersasHow. And I thank you for viewing another spectacular episode. You make sure that you do these 3 things. You make sure that you like, subscribe, and you press that bell at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for viewing another #TheVersasHow, and you continue to share this episode as well. You make sure that you subscribe if you haven't. And you make sure you tell your friends about this channel. And also, too, you make sure that you listen to my singles. You make sure you listen to Rich Pimp Swagger. I Know You Think About It. Mix It Up. And I Won't Miss. And I thank you guys for your support, too, on the music. And you're also amazing. A lot of people, they come to me and they keep asking me, how's the music going? You keep, the music sounds great. The music. So I guess I'm mostly known for my music. And sometimes with my podcast too, but listen, I'm mostly known for entertainment. I thank you guys for your viewership and your support, and you guys listening to my music as well. And I thank you guys very, very, very much. You guys deserve this. And you already know what this is. You know what this is, right? It's the best podcast around. And I am The Versa. And I see you on another episode on #TheVersasHow. And I gotta leave you with peace into the Middle East. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? I thank you for watching the latest episode on #TheVersasHow. For more new episodes, you make sure that you like, subscribe, and you press that bell for more new episodes. And if you have any questions to ask, to get my intake, my answer on this show, make sure that you add me on Instagram @TheVersa. And also, too, can't forget to follow, too, so press that button as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching. Until next time, #TheVersasHow, the best podcast around.